guys, so now I am me and my friend have swapped bikes and I am riding his MT03. It feels really different. Instantly the bike actually feels much smaller, and to get the power out of this thing you have to leave it at like really high rev. Okay, the bike actually feels really small, like oh my god. It's kind of it needs some time to get used to actually. Okay, I'm not going to go too crazy with this thing because this is not my bike and I'm not really used to it. So just gonna take it easy and just gonna test ride this thing. And I know that like most of the power is at like the past 9,000 revs ish, but the bike itself is so much lighter than my MT07. Alright, let's do this! Oh, woo! 65 corner. So that was pretty fun. Got it down to 166. This is, by the way, a 300cc bike, so it's nothing too crazy. Unlike my MT07, this thing is a blast. Like every corner you can full throttle this thing. Look, oh, I'm full throttle. Look at my throttle. Look at it. Look at it. Whoa. Woo! You need to leave it at really high revs. It's kind of like everything, it feels a bit, oh, that bump, everything feels a bit more fragile, like because I think it's a smaller displacement bike. So rev it, high revs, corner, late apex, get it in, go. Instantly, the agility of this bike is higher than my MT07. It's better because it's lighter, smaller, but the riding position, because the bike itself is lower, so my legs is kind of a bit more like cramped up high, kind of more a bit more like this. So I think in the longer ride, this bike will feel a little bit more uncomfy in terms of leg room wise. But this is a little fun bike, man. Look at this. The little agility is so good. I quite like it. But down low, honestly, it's got like no power whatsoever. Now there's a bit of power here, but you've got to leave it like really up high in terms of get the most out of this thing. Even at like 7,000 rev, this thing only has like a tiny touch of power. Like look at this, like I'm full throttle already. That's all I got. But I reckon this thing, when it comes to downhill, honestly, with a good rider, you can be so fast with this thing because the agility of this thing is so high. So I don't know if I should overtake at the moment because this thing has got limited power. I don't want to get caught in the middle and then I'll be like, oh fuck. Well, let's try it anyway. High rev, Maybe not yet. The road is not long enough for me to overtake. So speaking of this bike, as far as I know, it's 321cc, 6-speed, and it doesn't have slipper clutch. It's just a really basic bike, the same as the R3 actually. It's the same engine, as far as I know. And speaking of R3, before I bought my MT07, I actually had a look at the R3, one of the blue ones, and I actually got the seller to get it down to Auckland for me. And unfortunately, when he put the bike on the trailer, the bike actually fell off. So I kind of feel bad. But hey man, at the same time, it's not my fault, man. Like, I am the buyer, and as long as the bike gets to me safely, I'm happy to pay for it, but I never did. So I feel really sorry for the seller, but at the same time, it's not my fault. I'm actually kind of glad that I got an MT07 instead. It's because I've got so many cars to pass, even though I passed this thing. Screw it. Fuck it, let's just have a fun ride. And I think this bike has more wind towards the rider. I think because it's smaller and the fairing is like really minimal, I'm getting a lot of wind. Like, a lot of wind is hitting me at the moment. But it's so light, you can get through traffic like without problems. In terms of cornering, it's actually really good. Look at it. A little to no effort, I can actually turn this bike. Unlike my MT07, you actually need to give it a bit of effort for it to turn. That's good fun on this bike, man. The brake is not bad. Alright, let's have another little rev. Oh, hang on, let me get it up to speed. 2-second gear, 9,000 revs, go. That much power. Not bad, not bad. Actually, let me time my bike thing. There we go. It's getting annoying. That strap was just flying around. By the way, this bike has like no mods at all. It's pretty much a stock. Apart from these levers, aftermarket levers. Oh, my friend is gone. He's gone with my MT07, dude. Oh, I hope he didn't get caught. And I'm glad that I didn't overtake too fast, because there's a cop here. The brake is not too bad. It can be better. It's actually a little soft, even at the front. Let me test the brake. Let me test the rear brake. Nah, it's almost nothing. Engine braking is probably better than rear brakes and most bikes, to be honest. But this thing, nah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.